I'm Andrew Thomas. I'm an autistic adult, but I'm also a college graduate, a local producer. I am also a Special Olympics athlete who succeeded in many ways than one. I'm also here to talk to you about people with disabilities like me who had their tough times but also succeeded in their life, and the people who helped them in my show, Andrew's Community Connection. Hello, I'm Andrew Thomas. Welcome to my show, Andrew's Community Connection, where we talk about people with disabilities and how they be successful despite their disabilities, and sometimes we talk to the people who help them out. And here my job coach, my mentor, and my friend here to talk to us about what she does to help those with disabilities. And what do you do?
I'm a job coach and a mentor, and I love what I do.
Okay. How long have you been doing your job?
I have been a mentor for 4 years and a job coach only for 2. The mentoring is more about helping with everyday situations, things we take for granted, grocery shopping, bill paying, hooking up with your friends and going out to the movies. Things like that for people with disabilities are difficult sometimes due to a lot of limitations, like no driver's license and things of that nature. So being a mentor is a lot of fun and very rewarding. Job coach is a lot more serious. It's more about promoting your goals and dreams that you have and finding ways to achieve them, whether it be different than the standard way everyone else does it. Whatever way we have to do to achieve the same goal as what a job coach's job is part of it. Part of a job coach is encouragement, motivation, setting goals, meeting them, making arrangements to get things done the right way. Like for you and I, it's a lot about transportation. It's a lot about just the support system of having someone there when you have a question, you know. I can't think of anything else right now. I'm sure there's hundreds of things, but a job coach and a mentor do a lot.
Okay. Is this your only job?
No. I job coach and mentor for another agency as well, other than the one that you're with, Self-Directed Services, right? I work for another agency here in Salisbury, and I own a DJ karaoke business, so pretty busy.
Okay. What is your favorite aspect of doing this job?
My absolute favorite aspect of the job is how rewarding it is. It is very rewarding to see everyone achieve their goals, to help them achieve their goals, to figure out creative ways to achieve goals. It's just a very rewarding job all the way around for me. Those are things that I like to do, is to help others.
What least favorite aspect of this job?
The least favorite aspect of this job would have to be seeing disappointment when goals aren't met, seeing the faces of disappointment in the client. I've seen it with you a couple times when things don't go quite the way you want them to go, and I wish I could just grab everything and fix it, but that's not how the real world works. And sometimes it's hard to deal with your disappointment or others' disappointments. So that would be the least favorite aspect.
Yeah. How did you get... Oh, do you have a disability?
I myself do not legally have a disability according to the federal government, but I did have a brain injury in 2004 post-operatively from a brain surgery at Johns Hopkins. They gave me an infection inside the brain. That's considered a brain injury as well. I did what they call a recovery from it, but still to this day I do have some short-term memory issues. I do have some attention issues. I'm very fortunate. I was told when I had that surgery that I could possibly never walk, talk, or swallow on my own. So very, very devastating thing that happened, and I did mostly recover. I do have some residual issues, but it helped me to understand others with disabilities because I spent 2.5 years very sick. And it really taught me a lot about myself and about what I wanted to do in this world to help others.
Okay. What did you want to do before your brain injury?
I wanted to be a journalist, just like Barbara Walters. I told my mom when I was in 3rd grade I was going to steal her job. And that just, I don't know.
Did you change your job because of your brain injury?
Not directly, but kind of in a roundabout way, yes, because I was later getting to college than I wanted to. And then I married, and that man had a family, and it kind of put a hold on my goals and dreams at the time of going back to school. And for journalism, you need a lot of college.
How do you feel about how others perceive people with brain injuries or disabilities?
That's a very loaded question because not everybody feels the same way, but there are some people who do not have enough patience for people with disabilities and brain injuries. And really, honest and true, that is the big thing that people with disabilities and brain injuries need, is maybe just an extra couple seconds of your time to understand what direction you're giving. Or maybe they need just an extra minute to get themselves together. There's a lot of people in this world that don't have that kind of patience. So the way others perceive those with disabilities or brain injuries is I feel like they sometimes give them the short end of the stick if it's a visible disability. If it's an invisible disability, those people actually don't get that feeling as often because you can't see it. So, good question.
Do you feel any depression or ill feelings about your disability sometimes?
Sometimes that's normal and natural, as anyone would get depressed about things that have happened to us that are beyond our control, or but the way that you deal with it is the way that you deal with it and think about it and move forward is honestly what gets people through each day. You have to find something positive and something every day, or you're going to automatically be depressed. Depression is a state of mind, and you have the ability to control your feelings in those aspects.
Okay. Any encouragements for people with disabilities or brain injuries?
Never give up. Never give up. Always keep trying. If something doesn't work for you one way, there is some way that it will work if you want it bad enough.
Well, thank you for being here, Dawn.
Thank you.
And tune in again next time for Andrew's Community Connection. Welcome back to Andrew's Community Connection. I'm Andrew Thomas. I have a disability, and today I'm here with someone who helps people like me with disabilities. Today I'm here with another mentor of mine, Corey Davis. Nice to meet you. See you again, Corey.
Nice to meet you.
Tell us, what is your job title?
I am a mentor to people that have developmental disabilities.
Oh, how long have you been doing this job?
Well, with you, about 6 years, probably about 10 years in total.
Is this your only job?
No, I have several jobs, several individuals, and then I also have the charity organization, the 501c3, that I help run and founded for people with disabilities, brain injuries to be specific.
What is your favorite aspect of being a mentor?
My main thing is I really enjoy helping them socialize. A lot of people struggle with their socialization, how to act around other people in social situations, and they struggle with that. And so I get them out and try to get them used to being in the community, dealing with certain different situations that way.
Okay. Do you yourself have a disability?
I don't have a developmental disability, but I was in an accident and that put me in a coma for 7 weeks, and so from that I have a traumatic brain injury, which would make me technically disabled.
What do you want to do before you had your brain injury?
Well, my interests have always been extremely varied, and I have and still do quite a few different things. I've done everything from construction to real estate to developmental construction like bulldozer work, roads, sewer, water, tugboat captain, moving or tugboat mate, and actually ran the boat some too, moving oil and gas up and down the East Coast.
Hey, how about do you feel about others' presence with how they feel towards people with brain injuries or disabilities?
Well, I definitely don't like the lack of compassion and actually the lack of understanding a lot of times that people show, towards those people. It's for everyone, everyone has struggles, whether disability or not, and so they got to be aware of what's going on and try to be a little more compassionate with it and understanding.
Okay.
Have a little more patience sometimes.
Yeah.
The hardest thing, life has its ups and downs for everyone, whether they have a disability or they don't have a disability. And it's how you deal with it is going to define you as a person.
Mm-hmm.
If you want, everyone has their struggles, and just the way how they handle them is what's going to, define their character. And, show if they're really, going to stand up and work at it and try to improve, or just curl up and say, woe is me.
Yeah. Corey, we really want to know about the Ocean Games. How did you get started with the Ocean Games?
The way I started, there was ways, was really to give back to the people that helped me and to bring awareness to people with brain injuries and to show there was hope. It's not just that's it, all they're getting, if they're in a wheelchair. I was always told I would be in a wheelchair to a certain degree for the rest of my life, possible assisted living for the rest of my life. And, through nutrition and also through sports and working like we, described earlier, life got its ups and downs, realizing that, I wanted to show other people how that could help them and people with disabilities, particularly brain injury. If they just got to work at it and keep on, be stubborn.
Yeah. How can the people participate in joining the Ocean Games?
Well, they don't have to have a disability. It doesn't matter if they do or don't. All they got to do is go to our website, oceangamesusa.org, and they can sign up for the 3-mile swim. The signature 9-mile swim is what I started all, which is the whole length of Ocean City in the ocean. And then we also added a 9-mile relay with each person, a 3-person team, where they'll swim 3 miles each. And while they're in the tandem kayak afterward, the other 2 members are. And then at the transition buoy, one jumps out of the kayak and the swimmer climbs in the kayak and then paddles as support for the next leg of the race.
When will they be held?
This year will be, it's always the 3rd Saturday in July every year, and this year the 3rd Saturday will be July 20th.
Is there anything else that we may have forgot about Ocean Games that you want to tell?
Oh, we also have, with it, we have, other than the swim, we have an ultimate beach frisbee for ultimate frisbee tournament competition there on the beach. And that's it's new, but that seems to have a lot of popularity and growing popularity.
thank you for joining us for today. But before you go, do you have any encouraging words for people with disabilities?
Just, like I said before, life has its ups and downs for everyone, disabled or not disabled. It's a matter of just staying at it and, staying determined and keeping in mind that it's with life, everything, get a goal. It's a process to get there. You don't just go from here to there. It's a process, a little step at a time, and there will be setbacks along the way. But if you stay at it and keep it in mind, you can achieve that.
Okay, thank you. And
My pleasure.
thanks for watching Andrew's Community Connection. I'm Andrew Thomas.